What's up, folks? Sig here, and welcome back to Minecraft. It's actually been a while since I've been in here with the center and Fjordor. It's been a little bit, but I'm back to needing to make content for Minecraft so I can keep up the schedule. So let's get to going to some of the stuff I've been working on recently. So we're working on our mob farm, and we need a timer circuit for a dispenser, for water, for flushing the pads, which is here. An example of it is here. This is roughly 35 seconds. I initially had the dispensers pointed up, and then so essentially it was you had a dispenser in line with the pad. And then we had like 2.5 spaces. And then right here. Nope. Right here you had, was it right there? Yeah, it was right here. Had that, and then another dispenser like that. And these are droppers actually, but so dispensers. But so this would dispense water, this would detect it, and then activate the next one all the way on, all up. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that meant having to put the timer circuit at the bottom. And that caused a problem because the timer circuit is slightly bigger in a nice configuration than the pad itself that the mobs were going to be spawning on, so they would have dropped down on the timing circuit. So that no worky. So I had to now do it like this. So this would be the top. We would have a so now we're gonna go look like this. So now we have this detecting 2, and then we have this up here dispensing, and come on. There we go. And then pad is here. So pad respawning here, dispenser, so that this, when this dispenses, and this doesn't have to be quite so low, we can go up higher. I mean, it can be up higher, it's fine. So we can have 2.5, 3, whatever, however many we want. But 2 is optimal because we really don't want Enderman. So when this dispenses water, this one detects it and activates the dispenser below it. So I'm going with this setup. Now, I'm also going with a water flush system down below. So what we're going to have to do is run a line, probably off right about here, that goes to our flush system down below, which I'll show, which I think I showed. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? There's a lot of stuff over here. Oh, over here. Right, so here's our pads. And we got our flush system. So that was me freaking. So we got our flush system, except like I said, these are now reversed, and our circuit is going to be up top, coming down. So dispensers are actually going to be here, And the other ones are going to be, these are just going to be reversed. So, but we need something that comes down and activates this down here so that when probably this needs to be off when those turn on, and then this needs to turn on when this is getting ready to turn off. Because we need the flush system to knock the mobs down here. Or not the mobs, but the drops. So we need to have that connected also. That's not too bad. That'll just be a leg coming down off of the timer circuit. I'm setting up for about 30-35 seconds because I figure that's about enough time for mobs to spawn and then to flush. And then we still have the frickin' damn collection system we got to deal with too. This is a big, huge project. It's got a lot of moving parts. So, but the other thing I wanted to is I was thinking, I was laying in bed, you know, half asleep, and flipping, going, man, I wish I could have an automatic shut-off system because I don't want to accidentally like go AFK. Get sidetracked or have to go do something and come back 6 hours later and I've done killed the game, crashed the game because I got too many items floating around. So, and I'm sure somewhere else has done this somewhere, but I came up with an automatic shut-off system. So, this circuit will keep passing, will keep going around as long as this block's in place. So if I take a number of something and I put it in this dropper, right? And I activate the circuit. Each time this comes around, it'll remove an item from the dropper. Yeah, I know, I probably could. So, okay, so it turned the water off. Boom, now we got an item in there. We got 4 in here. So I can set the amount of repetitions I want this to do. Now, if I start it with water here, already out, and I make sure I put an even number of items in here, then I can do 9 times 64, right, which is, let me get my handy dandy calculator, 9 times 64, 576 items, so divided by 2, that's 288 cycles. So 288 times it'll spawn mobs and flush them. And that should work just fine. And yeah, and so yeah, now this will be the last time. I'll do it too, because I want it to end. I want it to end with the water out, so it's shut off. It's not spawning anything. So yeah, so it'll be able to run 288 times, and then I don't have to worry about the sorting system getting overwhelmed. I don't have to worry about crap tons of entities still trying to work their way through the system. I mean, this definitely makes it nicer for, like, say, like a server. Boom. Okay, so now it's shut off. And it's not going to reset until I come up and reset it. I have to physically come up and move the items from the chest to the dropper. And now the circuit can be activated. I think that's a very elegant solution. It allows me to place limits on this, and if somebody wanted to use this on a server, they could AFK without knowing that they could set it for how many repetitions they want. We only want to do 100, then you only have to put 200 items in here. Otherwise, you can get 288 cycles max. Now, you could probably figure out a way to stack the items if you wanted to have, you know, something. You could do something. You know, move them from thing to thing to thing. But you could do a round robin with droppers, have it push into another dropper which you have a comparator hooked up to, push to another dropper which you had a comparator hooked up to. You know, you could work out something if you wanted to be able to go longer, more repetitions, and deal with more items. Because, I mean, this will hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 stacks, it'll hold 3 full droppers worth of items. So 288 times 3. So, okay, 288. Multiplied by 3, 864 repetitions. At 30 seconds apiece, depending on how long your timer is, I mean, times 30, divided by 2, divided by 60, divided by 24, that's 9 days. If this timer's set to 30 seconds, that'll run for 9 days. I don't think we need something that extreme. Just out of curiosity, 288 times roughly 2 divided by 60. So a full hopper will run about 10 hours with 35 seconds. That will run for about 10 hours. It'll take about 10 hours to complete the cycle. Full dropper. So I think I like this solution, and like I said, we just need to then also run a circuit down the side of our what is going to be a big ass tower with these pads, and we just get villages everywhere. Sorry, I know, like squirrel. I love the little market stalls and stuff. Ooh, that looks newish. Or incomplete-ish. Hey, dude. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. The game got a little confused. Still waiting on Optifine update for 1.19. Once Optifine updates, then we'll move over to 1.19. But they're not ready yet. So, but okay. So I've got my idea, and I just need to go build it. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on the pads. So, but yeah, I had this idea. I've been trying to, while I was working on that stuff, I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. And then I realized that, I said, all right, let me sit down and design a timing circuit. And I realized that, yeah, I mean, so center of the pad is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't work. That's 10. I mean, mobs will be following on this thing. So it's easier for me to put it up top. And then I can snake these around however I need to snake them around. Sorry, that was probably very vertigo-inducing. Then I can snake these around however I need to snake them around to get my 35 seconds. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show y'all guys that. And the next time I see you, hopefully we'll we'll have something, some semblance of something working. So, all right. I'll see y'all in a few. And welcome back. And I have got some stuff done. Oh my god, this mob farm's actually working. So. Right now I gotta shut off. Oh, you know what? We should probably... It's been a little while since I've slept in a bed. Which has been nice because I've been collecting phantom skins. Let's steep. Ta-da! Okay. So, basic collection system down there. I'll show that to you guys in a second. Elevator to the top floor. It is currently, like I said, it is currently shut off. And I will explain. Okay. So. Got our timer. Right? Which turns on right about here. We got our automatic shut-off circuit, which I don't have anything in right now. That'll be 32 rounds, so about 30, about a little over 32 minutes. So it'll take about 40 minutes to do it. So once we put this in here, this will extend, which will allow it to continue to go around. We have over here. So right, I'm sorry, the time, the shut off, the thing's right about here. So right before this turns off the water, this is a T flip-flop. I'll show you. Watch the piston over there. Right? What that does is that transmits a signal all the way down. It is cool as hell. And what happens is there is way down there, and I'll show it to you. There is an observer that is keeping an eye on these walls. And it detects the change, so it's almost like instantaneous downward redstone. It detects the change, and it activates. Oh, oops, I missed. Oh, that's... Yeah, I need to get... I forgot I'd done that. Let me go get... That's going to mess with things. I've got some up here. There we go. Let's fix that real quick. I love these elevators. There we go. So, like this is on right now, so it's shut off. So all the water's on, so it's shut off. Now, what happens is, prior to, you see right now the water's off. So when that's getting ready to flush them, we want the water down here to turn off. But while the mobs are building up, we want it turned on. So this observer detects the change in the walls, and boom, activates this circuit, which turns on the flushing system. And Bob's your uncle, we get... Maybe I'll line the whole thing in leaves. Kind of gives it a little bit of color. And maybe I'll do that. So that gives it... Okay. So that flushes the system. And we want... Okay. So, if we take... And let's do that. That does that. And then we come over here. Turn the system on. Okay, flushing system is off, which you want because the pads are turned off right now. So we should see this turn on, and that means that the water up top is turned off. And now in about 30 seconds, we will see oh, you know what? I need a slab for that. Do I have any more slabs? Oh, good. Do not want. Boom. Turned off. And now, boom. It raining mobs. And it's not a killer amount. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I could cycle this faster if I wanted to. I just don't know how the spawning would go. And then we wait. Spiders are kind of a little bit of a problem. And it flushes everything. And then come down here, and it's getting fed into these chests. And this is temporary right now. So, yeah, some torches left over. So, and we're getting everything here. I'm debating on whether or not, I think we might just quit using the other, I was going to do some, yeah. Good grief. I was debating on whether or not to filter out like bones and stuff like that and arrows because we have the skelly farm. But I'm thinking we're just going to quit using the skelly farm. And what we really need to do is make an ender and boop. Yeah. Make an ender and yeah, so this will work. Make an ender for XP. I think that's our best bet. And now this thing should be shut off automatically. I don't think you can eat while you're in here. Yep. I should probably put an odd number of sticks in there. Because it keeps ending and you can hear them spawning. And I want them to... I don't want them to... yeah, so this is done. So I can always come up here and go... boop. Yeah, like you can see we get a lot of spiders and stuff like that. So this will shut off here in a second. If we let it stay on too much. This is kind of what's going to happen. Now we go and shut that off. Boom, bum, bum, bum. Most of them are going to die. And that's it. And then we can come over here and do that. And then do that. Alrighty. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. We now have a mob farm. I need to work on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna surround this in leaves. I kind of like that. And now, of course, we have a way of getting gunpowder, which was the main portion of this endeavor. And we will do a whole storage system out here somewhere. And this is where we're going to build our big farms, because I would like a big carrot farm, a big melon farm, you know, all the farms. And this is where we'll do them. So as we don't mess up our build over yonder. And, yeah, so let's see. Yeah, really? Yeah, okay. One second. Alrighty, and yeah, that's, we've got plenty of footage for the episode, so I am going to see you all later. This is Sig signing out. Bye now.